Sure.
Alright, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. This should be, I think, part 8 or so of the playthrough. I'm not really doing like a let's play because I keep cutting it and chopping it up, and I didn't even record from the beginning.
Do these look like the cliffs from your vision?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so, we're about to do Sagani's quest, but yeah, so like the White March, I might like label differently when I upload it to YouTube or something, or, because that will be kind of like the full playthrough of White March Part 1 and 2, so maybe I'll have at least something kind of complete up there, but, just kind of winging it. Hello. Let's kill this thing. Alright, hell fucking. I was kind of worried if we didn't have Kana, our damage was going to drop off. Oh, wait, you know what? Actually, I think I am over-leveled for this area, so maybe we just won't talk about how much damage we're doing, because...
I'm not going anywhere like this.
So I'm probably beating the shit out of everything because I'm over-level. And I have not even tried to mess with the fucking crafting in the game at all.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Worth and rock.
Okay, everybody focus these drakes.
Hey there.
That's not very helpful.
Okay, we're holding it together here. Oh shit. Heal yourself if you can.
Savage!
Hell yeah, okay.
It's not very helpful.
Oh, another Forest Slicker's coming. Jesus.
Lava Lucion seat.
I'm here.
Oh, I'm not standing close enough to him to get the heal. Okay.
Our dropless Valiant isn't doing so well.
Sorry. Elengina kind of tanked it. Eder didn't tank anything there, which is probably my fault. But, we still got it done. It's fine. Look at all of the stuff.
Sure.
Wrenched shoulder. Ooh, that's not good. Sagani saunters over to you, stretching her legs. She holds a pouch of deer jerky in one hand, and she offers it as she takes a seat across from you. Itumak looks on hungrily. Long day? She bends one arm behind her head, reaching until you hear a pop. Just wanted to see how you were holding up. You seem to have a lot of long nights. Well enough, thanks. Things aren't so good. The Leaden Key hasn't assassinated me yet, so I guess I can't complain. A bright side to everything, isn't there? She folds her arms over her knees. Look, it's been a while since I had a hunting party, but we're in this together now. Even if we're hunting for different things, we're still hunting together. She takes a hunk of dried meat from her pouch and bites a long strip from it. Itumak licks his lips, and she tosses him the rest. I don't understand exactly what's happening to you, but I'll help you find Theos. Same as you're doing for me. We've completed everything. I kind of expected a trophy to pop up. Or not a trophy, an achievement. A Steam achievement or whatever. Yeah, everything. Cool. Okay. I like how sometimes
Hey
when you
there.
rest, like, companions will, like, have, like, a moment with you in a way, you know? It's pretty cool. Oh, I just wasted that spell. That sucks. I didn't realize they were dying that fast. Oh, here we go. Okay. As you reach the edge of the bluff, you recognize the exact location from your vision of Persoc. He was here not long ago. Sagani stands alert, the Audra statuette in one hand while she scans the cliff. You close your eyes, feeling the ether for some trace of Persoc's presence. The darkness behind your eyelids takes shape. You feel Persoc running through the forest this time, hurling and dashing around rocks and trees. The scenery whizzes by too fast. You can't make out the details between the blurred greenery. Something looms out of the trees ahead of you. Persoc finally stops in front of an Audra arch. Okay, do you recognize a natural arch made of Audra? Eder, they got something like that out in Erglonfoth across the water from Twin Elms. I know where to look for next for Persoc.
Then I'll follow. In these visions, I don't suppose you're getting a sense for who Persoc is now.
Someone who appreciates the scenery. Sagani chuckles. Nothing against these scruffy forests, but you haven't seen the southern lights over Nasitak.
At least we're getting closer. Seems like we've made more progress together than I've made in a year.
What was he like?
That depends on who you ask. I talked to everyone in Masuk before I left. I heard he was a strong leader, a dependable builder, a caring grandfather, a wise elder, a generous neighbor, a cunning negotiator.
Might as well be one of those impossibly perfect heroes from the Adair epics. He was probably all of those things at different times.
The odd thing is, many in Masuk weren't much older than me when Persoc passed. And yet everyone wanted to make sure he heard about something in particular. Our trade with the Amawa. our successful hunts, peace with neighboring villages.
She kicks another pebble over the edge. Itimok follows its arc, his ears forward. Persak accomplished a lot that affected all of Masuk. He was obviously important to your people. No offense, but shouldn't Masuk have sent someone who knew him personally? Persak accomplished a lot that affected all of Masuk.
It just seems odd that so few of us remember him beyond the things he did for the village. Most of his family members, the ones who knew him, are in their twilight years now. And Persak was too busy to spend much time with his younger relatives.
Itimok yawns and impatiently nuzzles her hand. I see, it seems like the legacy he left, his family would be more important. He changed your village, that's worth remembering, perhaps. This is less about him and more about helping your village move on. Yeah, and perhaps this is less about him and more about helping your village move on.
Perhaps you're right. Anyway, what about this Theos character you're searching for? Seems like he was someone important to you. What do you remember about him?
He had an impressive beard. Very little. He was someone I trusted. I think he was an authority figure of some kind.
Not a lot to go on, huh? Hopefully you can pick up a few more clues about him while we're running around.
Enough chatter from me, or Persak will find himself a new body before we get to this one. What else can I discuss? Oh, never mind. Apparently I've clicked the wrong thing. Let's see, what do you do back in Nasitak? I'm a long hunter. I stalk game across the tundra with some of the other wives. We usually hunt caribou and oxen, but we find hares and birds too. It's a good and respected position to see so much of Nasitak in the company of my friends and sisters. This is one of the pleasures of life in Masuk. Tell me about Itimok. She scratches behind his ear. A good hunter, but not much of a talker, and that's been fine by me. When we hunt in Nasitak, we almost always bring our foxes with us. They help us track and flush game, and they're fearless defenders against bears and snow leopards. Clever Itimok has always been my favorite. He wags his brushy tail. You have a family back in your village? Of course, we'd never send a woman who hasn't had the chance to find a mate and have a couple of children on her own. Aren't you worried your husband will... Are you kidding? I'm the best shot in Masuk. Okay, tell me about your children. I've had 5: Yakona, Estuya, Nahuo, I don't know, Anik, and Malik. Etsuya and Anik died young in a long, lean winter. Malik was barely talking when I left. She scrapes a thumbnail along the handle of her hunting knife. He probably won't know me when I get home. She frowns, her hand falling from the knife. Even in Nasitak, I spend most of my time on the hunt, but then it's easier to relish the hunt when I know I'll see my family enjoying our kill. What's your husband like? Kalu's a good man. He raised our children well and built us a strong home while I've been away on hunts. Our parents chose us for one another when we were still young. Not the way things are usually done here, but ours chose well. She smiles. We came to appreciate each other as helpmates first, then friends, and then, well, you know how it goes. There's a hint of blush below the stripe of face paint. Alright, that's all. A lively breeze ruffles your clothes as you approach the edge of the bluff. A cave mouth yawns from the cliff face. It's only a dozen feet away below your position, but the weathered rock is too smooth to scale. A rock perches near the precipice. It feels like a sturdy anchor. Okay, hold on.
Sure.
Okay, tie your rope to the rock, securing it with your grappling hook, and climb down. You fasten your rope to the rock and descend. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind whips along from the bay. You struggle to hold onto the rope as the breezes toss you around. The wind whistles through the crags, but you hold tight to the rope. Moments later, the gale subsides, and you make your way to the mouth of the cave. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Get on!
Alof, please. Do something.
Recepte ayet!
And that's how it's done.
That's it. Architect Worth and Roth.
Get on!
Hey there.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Ring of the Selenin. Ring of Wizardry. Oh, yeah, it's pretty good, probably. Okay, so +2 first level spell uses, +2 third level spells. Centuries after Telda forging ring, extending her spellcasting powers, a wizard of the Valayan Republic sought to improve upon her design. Armor of Selenin has never known for particular original scholarship or spellcraft, many of his peers, blah blah blah. Cool ring. Yeah, we're gonna take that.
Aye?
It's just like the ring in Baldur's Gate you find outside that town or whatever.
Hey there.
How may I help?
So it means he gets more fireballs
Hey there.
and more ice things. Perfect. Hello. Welcome to
Sure.
Pillars of Eternity. I am
Mm-hmm.
doing this voice and putting it into the video because I did not actually record my voice while I recorded this section of gameplay. Unfortunately, I am not going to be
Hey there.
recording any more of this style of video.
Aye?
I'm going to be doing
I'm ready.
more of
Yeah.
like a milestone video in between now and when I finish the game, and then at the end I'll probably post some kind of review of the game. I am finding it difficult with having a full-time job and having people at the house all the time. It's hard to find the time to record and have it in a an audio, having it be suitable for recording to happen in the same room whenever I have to have a microphone on, because people talk, people are loud. So I know I probably wouldn't like that if I was watching a video. I wouldn't want to subject anyone to that. But I do thank anyone that has been watching so far. I mean, that's fantastic. I'd never done anything like this before. I've always kind of been interested, but this game really inspired me to, because it has really like reignited my love for the RPG genre again. Not that I've been playing RPGs ever since I started playing video games, but this really, everything about it, with the real time with pause system, with the characters, I mean, I just love it. And I'm gonna finish the game. This isn't me quitting the game, obviously. It's just hard to, with my job and again with everybody over here all the time, it's hard to find the time to be in a quality state to record. But I am still gonna post things. I'm probably going to try and step into just doing
Alien Republics, huh?
more of that style of video where I just kind of post things about the game as I go and then do some kind of review at the end. I wouldn't really call it a review because I'm very biased when it comes to these kind of games. I've been playing Obsidian and BioWare games my whole life. I have not been playing this isometric RPG styled game my whole life, but I have played the first Baldur's Gate. I didn't connect with Baldur's Gate as much as this one, which is strange because I do love Dungeons and Dragons. It's just that Pillars of Eternity, it hits all the right places for me. I never played Baldur's Gate 2. I'm sure people will say, oh, if you play Baldur's Gate 2, it's the best RPG ever made. I'm sure it is. It's really the advanced Dungeons and Dragons system I don't like very much. I only started playing with 5e. So, I mean, it's just a little too advanced for me, I guess. But I guess this will be more of like my impressions of the game so far. It's wonderful. I'm about 40 hours in, and I love just about everything about it. The weakest part, I guess the only like negative I can say, is the story takes quite a bit of time to get going. It feels like it's just now started to pick up for me. I mean, I was enjoying my time, and like the side quests are really interesting. That's really what's been holding the game on for me, is just like the side quests are easy to get lost in. It's easy for me to connect with the characters. There's a lot of dark tones to the storytelling, which I love. I like more whimsical games too, like Divinity Original Sin 2. Even though there are dark parts to that game, it doesn't take itself very seriously. It feels like, whereas Pillars of Eternity feels like it does take itself seriously, and the light moments and the moments of brevity do shine more, to me anyway. It's just my style. I just prefer this style of RPG, typically. I mean, the characters are wonderful. My top 3, I think, I haven't spent enough time with Pallegina to say she is my favorite, but I think she is. I have a thing for paladins. Paladins are my favorite archetype of character. So I mean, I don't know if, not in any particular order, Pallegina, Eder, and Aloth are the best. Haravius is hilarious, Durance is hilarious, and Kana, all of them together do have really funny dialogue. Sagani, I wouldn't say she's the weakest so far, but maybe she's really interesting. She's just like really straight, you know, like she is that classic, like, you know, hunter ranger character, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I have not gotten to the grieving mother yet, but I mean, I guess I will probably post a video of that as soon as I, you know, talk to her, and I'll probably post some videos on White March, because I'm sure that's what I'm going to do next. I'll either go to the Deerford first or go and do the DLCs first. I'm not sure. I'm leaning more towards going to the Deerford and just like recruiting the grieving mother and just like doing her quest if she gives you one. But I mean, I've really enjoyed my time. I'm sure I've said that multiple times. I'll probably have to edit this down a little bit because I'm rambling, I'm sure, at this point. But it's fantastic. I really love Obsidian's writing. This game has got me to, it's scratching that itch to read a book, and it's like reading a really well written one, to be honest, at least in my opinion. I'm no scholar, but it's gotten me to look up words that I didn't know, and I haven't had a game do that in a long time. So it's just, I'm having a lot of fun, and I would recommend it to anybody that is into this style of game already. Like, if you are into RPGs, this is a great one. It is a slow burn, so go into it expecting a long journey, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. That's about it. I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep rambling and keep saying the same thing. I hope that you continue watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.
Sure. Sure.
That's not very helpful.
Sure. Hey there.
Show 'em how.
Hey there. Sure.
That's it.
Yeah?
Hey. Strange place for a shrine to Abidan, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. And the only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
Hey there. Mm-hmm.
One minute, my Justiciars were training the Forge Knights. In the next, they were being cut to pieces. But the survivors owe their lives to your skill. You fought valiantly, worthy of any seasoned soldier. In fact, I'm naming you an honorary Justiciar. As a reward for your service, please accept this blade and armor, worthy of a Knight of the Crucible. If there's anything else I can do for you, you need only ask. I'll send word to Fleetbreaker Castle immediately. We clearly didn't understand the Forge Knights as well as we thought. For now, we'll have to continue recruiting the old-fashioned way. I'm glad you agree with my assessment of the situation. And if I'd listened to Dunstan, none of this would have happened in the first place. I won't make that mistake again.
Hey there. Mm-hmm.
The Crucible Knights have their ambitions, but the stability of Defiance Bay is foremost in their mind. The Dukes are thinking only of their trading assets, not the long-term health of our partners in the Deerwood. If Defiance Bay falls, all we will have left are overland routes. Not much comfort.
Mm-hmm. Hey there. Hey there. Mm-hmm. Hey there.